After all, this is the boredom of life. The main actor is a guide. This old man is his client. They originally wanted to go goat hunting, but saw the gun on him. The old man put his hand in his pocket and took out a magazine, pulled out a few bills from his pocket and said, "I seem to have scared you." Seeing that the guy didn't move, he pulled out a few more bills. He was going to say that no problem, but then just take the money and go. The two walked to the back of the cliff waiting for their prey to appear. At the top of the mountain they saw a black shadow. The old man raised his gun, then shot. When they reached the top of the mountain, the two were dumbfounded. This is not a goat but an old man. They come to check it out. The young man wanted to take him to the hospital. Seeing him on the ground, the old man had an idea. Because his company has a transaction now, if something unexpected happens, then the transaction will fail. He picked up the gun, then put the bullet in. Hearing the gunfire, the young man turned around. If there are two types of bullets in a body, then it's absolutely unintentional. If I have any trouble, you can't also get away with it. So he obviously got him to take his side, but in return, he can go to his girlfriend's school with a 4-year scholarship. If you want to study finance, after graduating, you work at my company, you will have a position. Seeing him still hesitant, the old man said, "Don't forget that in the body of that old man also has your bullet in it." The old man reached out his hand. Seeing his gun, he shook his hand in agreement. Then they looked around and found the arm, but he didn't handle either. Seeing the old man washing his hands, he looked for his bag for his phone to call. The old man picked up the gun, told him to put his phone down. "We have already cooperated. You sold me out again. If he shoot him here, he will definitely be investigated." He looked around. Then the young man walked forward. The old man got into the car and chased after him. Here 100 miles from town. He wants to torture him to death. Fortunately, he had experienced guides. The terrain here is not strange with him. He knew that there are 277 symbol column. Seeing the sign, he changed direction. All were seen by the old man. As he ran, he turned his head and looked behind him. Then he jumped down over a precipice. He found a cave covered with rocks. After transferring the stone, he used his foot to create a cave door. Suddenly the cave was collapsed. After the old man did not see him, then he quickly go forward. He only saw a very narrow entrance. The old man wanted to find another cave door. There was a room in the cave. He found a jug of water and drank it. Then he found the pants to wear. At this time the old man found another cave door. The young man saw a map on the wall and heard the sound of an approaching car. He took the map and found a place to hide. The old man entered the room and saw a box. He discovered explosives. He then lit the dynamite and ran off with other explosives. After feeling something wrong, the young man came out and saw explosives. He rushed out. His ears are about to go deaf from the explosion. The old man was at the door waiting for him, telling him to keep going and not stopping. His leg was injured so he had to limp. When the old man wasn't paying attention, he took out the map to see, then climbed up the cliff. Following the cliff, then the old man gave chase. The young man entered a cave where there was only an old sofa. He tore the sofa and tied it to his feet to make shoes. The old man outside shouted, "There's nothing in there that I want. If you don't come out, I'll bring the gun in." After tying it up, he climbed up, went to the top of the mountain, then took out the map to see again. Then he went to another place. He picked up the cross. On the ground there is a chest. Then following to the map, he found a green bush, which has a plastic box. Then digging up, he found a large pitcher of water. He smelled the water so he was so excited that cried. He found it too spacious here to be easily spotted, so he found another place to hide. He was lying on the ground drinking water. The old man fired a few shots. He looked at the empty bottle helplessly and continued on his way. Meanwhile, the old man took out a cold water bottle, lay on the chair and watched the main actor go. Because he was so tired, the young man fainted on the ground. The old man went quickly and fired 3 bullets. During the whole process, the main actor did not blink. The old man thought he was dead so he drove away. Later, when he wanted to confirm, he discovered that the main actor had already climbed the mountain slope. He was very angry. He wants to kill him. Luckily he didn't hit. He hides behind a block of rock. When the old man came to the foot of the mountain, he went into the cave. Found the water here was dry. He screamed desperately. Then lay down on the ground. In the morning he was extremely tired. In the evening he had a fever. The old man stood at the foot of the mountain waiting. The young man saw a light, which turned out to be a small puddle. He took a long drink to regain his strength. The main actor decided to counterattack. He took the rubber band and practiced. Then he crawled out from the entrance of the cave to behind the old man. When he wasn't paying attention, he got into the car and stole some clothes. When the old man returned, he quickly fled. He sensed something was wrong. Then backed the car up. He quickly fell to the ground. Then the old man discovered the main actor on the ground. He drove the car and hit him. The main actor quickly climbed the mountain, hid behind the cliff. The old man took out the dynamite and threw it at him. He hides everywhere. Then the old man took the gun and shot. The young man dared not move. While the old man was changing the bullet, he took his rubber band and shot him unconscious. When he woke up, he was tied up. Then he asked if I could give you 100,000. He said nothing but took him to the police station. They were divided into the interrogation. Then the policeman asked him how much he gave him. He said 100,000. You can leave. He turned his head to look at the old man the last time. Everyone is reading the newspaper about that old man. The main actor also came to see. Then his private jet also arrived. When the main actor looked out, he was already leaving. He just stood there screaming. He went to find his girlfriend. The two talked together. Then the two lay down to rest. Unexpectedly that evening he came. When he was about to shoot the main actor, his girlfriend shot him with a gun. The main actor also raised his gun and shot at him. The film ends. Some people say the logic of this movie is unreasonable. For example, a rich man like that man must have a bodyguard next to him, or he doesn't need to kill someone himself, and many other details. There are also people who say that through this movie, they can see human nature, but I only think having a girlfriend who knows how to use a gun is very important. At critical moments, she can save you. Okay, see you again.